We're talking about being able to be coachable. A lot of us want to work on ourselves and reach new heights and levels, but we don't want the opinions of others. I'm talking about myself too. I don't want other people to give me their opinion when it comes to what I'm trying to do. However, in order to get a mentor, in order to get someone who's more experienced, guide you and lead you, you have to be able to accept when they coach you, when they tell you what you did right or wrong. You can't just think that it's going to be all praise, because truthfully, if someone is constantly telling you what you're doing right but refuses to tell you what you're doing wrong, you still won't grow, because you'll double down on the things that you're doing right, but the things you're doing wrong will just mess them up. The only way to actually grow is to be coached, is to be able to say, yeah, no, I definitely understand that I could have did that one differently. Ooh. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I openly welcome criticism. That's not true. Nobody wants to be criticized. Nobody wants to be told, oh, you could have did that better. Oh, you did an okay job, but you could have did way better. Nobody wants to hear that. But at the same time, if you telling me what I'm doing wrong is going to allow me to be a better version of myself, it's going to allow me to be a better partner, it's going to allow me to be a better, to make better content, whatever the case is. If what's stopping me from being better is the fact that I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and you see it, and you're trying to tell me, it is up to me to actually accept that criticism and to accept the fact that you are giving me what I need in order to get where I want to go. So when people are trying to correct you, what I want to say about that is make sure that they're doing it with the right intentions. If their intentions are not correct, nothing that they say is correct. Because I don't care how truthful it is. If you only bring it up because you want to damage me, because you want to lower my self-belief, because you want to make me feel as though I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't hear none of your advice, because I threw it all out because your intentions weren't correct. But if somebody is coming to you with the right intentions, if somebody is like, hey, I see how hard you're going, and I just wanted to give you a couple pointers. I love that you are creating content and you're putting it out consistently. However, I feel like maybe if you stick to a niche, or maybe if you maybe if you edit the videos, maybe that will garner more attention. Maybe if you pay attention to your audience time and the times that they're actually on the app, maybe that will boost it. Tips like that, that's nice. They don't have to tell me that. I could have been posting any old time. I could be posting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, knowing that everybody is at work, then turn around and put another post up at 2 o'clock in the morning, knowing everybody is asleep. And this person says, hey, I just want to give you a little bit of advice when it comes to your posting. You're doing great. But when it comes to the time frames, you could be getting way more audience than you are right now. That's appreciated, and that's coming from the right place, as opposed to someone saying, oh, well, I see that you're doing your content and you're putting out a lot of content. Yeah, but I mean, it's cool. Your content is okay. It's good. It's cool. But I don't understand. You just be posting. It didn't come with old time, don't you? You just post whenever you want to, whenever you think about it. That is not how that works. Do you see the difference between those? One is telling me what I'm doing wrong and how I can correct it, and it's coming in a respectful manner. The other one is downplaying me, is talking about what I'm doing wrong and offering no way to correct it. And that is how you will know whether someone is really trying to make sure that you're doing better, or if they're just coming to kind of make you feel insecure or talk about you. And that's how you'll be able to know whether you need to accept the advice or not. If someone is coming to you and coaching you, especially if it's somebody who's already been doing the things that you're trying to do, or if it's somebody who you put in a mentorship place, you need to be able to be coachable. You need to be able to hear the criticism and not be upset. I'm not saying that it's not upsetting when people tell you that the things that you're doing is not correct. Trust me, I get it. Being coachable can be difficult sometimes. It can really be difficult because the thing is, we personalize things and we have to learn not to do that. The person is not telling you that I'm gonna just go with content. The person is not telling you that your video sucks. They're giving you criticism in order to make them even better. That doesn't mean that they're not good now. That person is not telling you that your business is not good. They're telling you how you can make it better. So a lot of times when we hear criticism, we often think that that means that we're not doing a good job or that that person is looking down on us. In my opinion, I will never offer constructive criticism to someone who I don't deem worthy of it. I will never offer my advice to someone who I feel is not worthy of the advice. So we ought to think of constructive criticism as a beautiful thing. This person believes in me so much that they took the time to pay attention to what I was doing, to look at the good, to look at the bad, and to bring it to my attention so that I can become better. That is a good thing. Now, as long as they approach you respectfully, as long as they do it in the right manner, it's a good thing. Because that means that they believe in you and they believe in the things that you're doing so much that they took the time out to analyze what you were doing and to bring it to your attention. Instead of thinking about how, oh, they don't think I'm doing a good job, we ought to say, wow, they think I'm doing such a good job that they came and told me how I could even be better than I am now. They believe in me so much that they took the time to tell me advice so that I can become even better. That means they really care about me. They really care about the things that I'm doing. That is a beautiful thing. If you are going to personalize constructive criticism, then you need to personalize it that way. Because I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, as long as they're respectful, and I keep on saying it because I have to, because there are people who will come and try to say, oh, I'm just giving you my advice. I'm just telling you. But if you're giving me your advice and all it does is make me feel bad and tell me what I'm doing wrong and offers no solutions, and you did it in a disrespectful way, you're not giving me your advice. You're trying to tear me down and you're trying to do it slick. Nah, we don't do that over here. And if someone does do that to you, explain to them as nice as you can. Hey, I don't know if you understand how to do constructive criticism, but telling me everything that's wrong with what I'm doing without offering solutions, especially coming to me in the way that you've came, that's not constructive criticism. That is tearing another person down. So for future reference, I don't want any advice from you. I don't care if I'm doing 100% bad. Let somebody else come and tell me, because you can't offer me what I need when it comes to advice. And that's just what it is. Correct them. I'm telling you about how to be able to accept constructive criticism, but understand, you do not have to accept criticism that is just meant to tear you down. No, we don't do that. So if they come to you like that, feel free to tell them, talk to them. And honestly, if they do care about you, they should be able to tell you, oh, well, I thought that you would know the solution is this, or you'll be able to have that conversation. But if you just accept their advice and be like, I'm bad at this, I'm going to stop, then they did exactly what they wanted to do. They shook your confidence and they made you stop doing what you're supposed to do. No. Have a conversation or just cut them off. And I'm not team ghost and cut them off. I'm not. But I just personally feel like sometimes people know exactly how to reach people in a negative way, how to be mean to people, how to do these things, and they know that they're doing it. And instead of sitting up there allowing them to tell you, oh no, that's not what I'm doing, and having those long conversations, sometimes it's best to just cut people off and just stop the conversation right there. I think that those are for specific examples, and that shouldn't go for everybody. That shouldn't be your go-to. I'm gonna just cut them off. I'm gonna just cut them off. I'm gonna just cut them off. That shouldn't be like that. Anyway, once you are able to accept criticism that is constructive, that is meant for your betterment, once you're able to accept that, then what's going to happen is you can take what they're saying, you can put it into what you're doing, and you can become better. That is the only way to become better, because you can do as much research, you can do everything you can. Eventually you will get to a level where you will not have the answers. And that's why it is important to be able to accept advice, to be able to be coached, and to be able to accept constructive criticism. I want y'all to have a fantastic day. Remember, it's up to you, no one else.